There was still such a sense of community, even in Hollywood, the Hollywood Parade, and the kind of small townism of Hollywood in that day. Talk a little bit about when you first came to Hollywood from Arkansas, and you took it all in. Was it overwhelming, or you just took it in your stride?
Well, it was all very exciting. I had come armed with the ability to take shorthand and to do typing, so I could make a living until, the gates opened.
Right.
And so I did that, and then I had another job too. I sold souvenir booklets at Grauman's Chinese Theater, and on the forecourt. And I was also an usher at times, and so I was right there. I thought, hey, this is Hollywood. And I think and then I did a commercial for Grauman's Chinese. It was silent, but I was behind the counter doing popcorn. It was selling popcorn, and they paid me $35 for it. So
That was when $35 went away.
Was $35.
There you go. Did you get a sense in being under contract to Universal back in the early 50s that television was certainly lower caste, but did anyone see television starting to become the all-consuming then rival and overtaking the movies? Was there any sense of that at that time, or the movies were still king in the early 50s?
Well, I think the movies wanted to think they were king, but there was, and they even sent us out on tour called Movie Time USA. That was when CinemaScope was there.
Right.
All the things to lure the audiences away from the television and back into the movie theaters. And so we went around to different places, and it was because I was from Arkansas, they sent me to Arkansas, and I was with Ricardo Montalban, and there were a number of wonderful actors, so we had a very good time, actually. But television still came on. We didn't stop television.
Yes. I do have to ask you a little bit about Creature from the Black Lagoon. I mean, I know next weekend you're going to be at Monster Palooza, the monster show up in Burbank.
Oh, that's right.
And I mean, did you have any notion when you were making that film and these universal horror films of the 50s that it would turn into really, I don't want to use the word cult in a negative term, but the books, the legions of people that still to this day follow that, or was it just another movie that was in the public, a type of movie that was in the public eye at that time?
None of us ever thought that anyone would be talking about that movie 50 years later. Give us a break here. No, we really didn't. And it was fun. Jack Arnold was a very, very good director.
Mm-hmm.
He did a really fine job on the movie. If you look at it, and other movies of that ilk, it always seems so flat and so on. And he had a wonderful way of staging the scenes.
Incredible Shrinking Man. He did a lot of great
he
movies.
was really a very good director, and I think a lot of it was everyone's effort combined by Westmore and the suit and so on. And we laughed a lot while we did the movie. Good morning, Beastie, I say, to Ben in the outfit, dear Ben Chapman. So it was fun, but as you said, who would have thought that all these years later that people would still be enjoying it?
Yeah. When Hollywood Story came out, did you go to the premiere with any of your family, and did the people back home in Arkansas, did you get any feedback of like, we've seen you in the movie and it's the big time, or how did that all go over?
Oh yeah, the folks back home were impressed.
As you were, no doubt.
Oh yes, I was very pleased to be a part of Universal International, as it was called.
Doesn't she look terrific? I mean, we really, really enjoyed you coming here. And I have to tell everyone in the audience that this is the definition of a trooper. Julia was on a vacation in Arkansas, took her kids and her grandkids, and we talked about this before she went on vacation, and we were trying to get the dates straight and moving this around. And she said, well, you know, this is a couple days after I get back. And it turned out she got back yesterday and got my voicemail. And she said, oh, is today the day? It's Easter, isn't it? But let me tell you, coming out here on Passover, Easter, on a Sunday night to share your recollections and share this film with us, Julia, it's just tremendous. Thank you so much for coming. Give her a hand. Thank you so much.